Okay. What is up? Okay. We're Brock in a rare 2-day stream special. Oh, man. It's happening. It's happening right now. It's in the middle of happening. Active reload. What are we doing? I don't know. Working on models again for Project Fighters. So we're chilling. We're big chilling right now. So yeah. It's gamer time. There's really not much to say. I mean, I talked about what we were actually doing yesterday. And I also talked about what we want to do yesterday, so... I mean, what is there to say today about what we are doing and what are we going to do? I mean, we're gaming. We're working on Shadow. Because Shadow is kind of important. Just a little bit important, I think. Just a little bit. Not like super important. No. Shadow confirmed to be a non-important character. Shadow confirmed to be an inconsequential character. We need basically this. Like kind of like that. Something like that. And then we'll just do topology to make that look better. Because fuck it. Oops. Trying to just get a look at this. Okay. Serviceable. That's all we care about. Serviceable. I'm trying something new with the chest for. Trying to think what I want to do. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Y-axis. And then X-axis. There we go. Something like that. Just leave it like that for now. Because I'll probably adjust that shit later. Oh no. Okay. So this is going to be my reference. This is going to be my reference for the Tootsies. Let's add a cube. Okay. So maybe I don't need this cube right now. Just do this. And then hide that. And then let's play with this. Whoops. Sculpt. It's a little too hard on the edges, maybe. I mean, yeah. Could just layer the air shoes over this. It'd probably work just fine. Let's try that. Let's just try that. Let's get that cube back here. Get that cube back here, bro. Get that cube back here, bro. Let's see what we do. Hard edges. Gotta think hard edges. Machine. Yeah. Edit. Here, hold on. Let's not do that yet. Let's not do that yet. We'll get to we'll sculpt that. Although, I'm trying to think. How do I want to do this? I don't know. I'm a professional shitty artist. How do I want to do this? Okay. Okay. Let's do 180. Yeah. Excuse me. So that's a crude, very crude start, and we can maybe sculpt the rest of it to look better. So it's actually a pretty good crude start. What's this? Ring. Cuff 1. Cuff 2. Come on! You fucking piece of shit. There's nothing going on this PC right now. There is absolutely nothing going on. Nothing going on that could possibly drain the stuff. This PC, it's just Blender right now, guys. Cuff. Hand. Cuff. Can't. Cuffed. This body. And then... and then, yeah, okay, see if I can just sculpt this the way I want to. I mean, it's likely that I won't be able to do what I want with this. They're actually not hard-edged over here. Let's do this instead, actually. Okay, a little crude, a little rough. It's kind of the way I like it, honestly. A little crude at first, a little rough at first. You know? And then we'll get into the details. So it's gonna curve. It's gonna curve around the foot a bit. So, quick save. Quick save gaming. I think I'm gonna play Arc Raiders later today. That game is insane. Insanely fun. Surprised how fun it is. We're good? Okay. So, give me a 005 remesh. Good? Okay. So, now, smooth it all out. Smooth it all out. Smooth, smooth. Smooth, smooth. Probably shouldn't do a .005 so soon. Maybe that's the problem I usually have with these kind of projects. I go too soon. I go too hard on the 005. Maybe I need to do like a 01. I don't know. Listen, nobody taught me how to do this. There's no one out there that wants to teach me how to do this. So we're out here, we're gaming. I don't need to be taught. Okay. Rough does not even begin to describe where we're at right now with this shoe. So let's get to sculpting. Let's get rid of this. This one? No, this one. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. I think there might be an easier way to do this. There usually is. I think. You know what, let's go back. Let's go back where we did the pinching. Right, and let's just give us a general idea. Just a general kind of sculpt here. And maybe, just maybe, there is an easier way to do this. Maybe, just maybe. Man, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I don't know why it keeps going back to this. It keeps selecting this. This doesn't do anything. I want to sculpt like detail, but this looks like shit. This looks like fucking shit. It's because it's a hard edge thing. I don't like this song. Give me something tasty so I could think. Okay. Okay. Idea. Let's try the cube again. Bring me the cube. But let's use this as the reference since it's a little more where I want it to go. Okay. So there's a way. Oh wait. There we go. I can get rid of that. There we go. Let's do something like this. Right. then this isn't working. Get rid of that. Grab this corner. This might work. Okay. Why is this one... Why did this one fuck off? There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Right here. Okay, that actually looks pretty fucking solid. Although, once again, dude, like, what the fuck is going on here? Why did that happen? Luckily, I know how to fix this. Otherwise, I'd be quite frustrated. Go. And there we go. Okay, so we have something here. We have a baseline. Current objective to basically make this a mesh that I can sculpt into, and then that way I can add all that detail that I want to add. But then again, it's like there's a few things, right? There's the fact that I can probably just do that with normals. Normals. Oh, probably should just do that with normals. The theory is that less detail on the mesh is saving GPU power kind of deal, you know? So, really quick though, this is, we want the y-axis on this. Copy. All of these need to match on the y-axis. So that way it's even Stevens. There we go, even Stevens. Could theoretically add some like little detail how it curves up, but I mean it's I don't think it's a big deal. Looks fine. So at this point what we could do is just go like that and then go like this. And then now we kind of have what we're looking for. Although now it's a little... and then we could sculpt the detail in. But also... let's take a look at this really quick. How do you... there you go, that's how you bevel. Right? So we bevel. Doesn't look good back there. But maybe we could fix that later. Extrude upwards. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think we could, in theory, delete these faces. Dissolve the edge. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, and then we could... oh, it doesn't do a perfect loop anymore. Yeah, it doesn't do a perfect loop. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's okay. Because right now, what I want to do... yeah, let's come back to this. Let's bring this back. Let's take a look at this. Just this. something like that. Still can't do our hard cuts, but it's fine. Because we're gonna apologize over this. So, maybe... extend it a little bit. Now it has room to breathe. It's fine. I mean, I think I can do a topology job on this and make it look better. But I just needed like a general idea of what I want to do here. You know? And I could probably get in here and maybe add some detail, like carve a little bit, straighten this out. It's possible. Anything is possible. Let's try it. Ugh. I saved. Save it. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Let's do a duplicate on this. Get rid of that one. Oh yeah, apply the bullshit. And then we can maybe sculpt this into something else. Like... maybe flat. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know how I would do this. Maybe let's just get a general. Let's just sculpt a general idea of what we want. And then when we hit topology, maybe it'll be easier with the hard edges and like the better topology to like set this up the way we want. But the one thing I do know is The one thing I do know is, fuck. True. What's up, Bells? I'm actually better at witchcraft than this, believe it or not. I'm good. I am handling. This project has been really tough, especially now, but I trying to find a way to like handle this. Thanks, Bells. Appreciate it. I'm just not good with shoes and like fucking hyper specific detail. It's not my thing. I'm a very abstract artist. But maybe if I can sculpt out a kind of a sketch here. Then maybe I can just do a topology pass. Straighten it all out. Oh no. Ah, man. It's not fun. It sucks because, like, I wanted to get, you know, people involved in this project who actually knew how to do this. But I don't think that's going to be possible. I think this is really going to have to be an all-me kind of thing. And usually I'm fine with that. But I think at some point I was like, okay, I do have limits on my ability to do everything. So I was like, I put my head down, you know, and I tried to humble myself and say, let's just do this, let's just see if anybody wants to help with this. And that didn't work out. So I am here. I'm in the mix. What's up, Nix? Ugh, excuse me. Am I working hard or am I hardly working? I'll let you decide. I'm out here literally begging anybody who wants to work on this to come and help me work on this. Please! Fucking get over here and help me. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Paste. Oh yeah, no bells. Don't worry about it. No, the thing is that I want people who are fans of Sonic to hop in and be like, yeah, this is a cool project. I want to be a part of it. That was the hope. There was an era in my life where I thought, you know, I think people would love to help with something like this. And wild optimism turned into stark realism. Oops. But I appreciate it. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Sonic Unleashed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People don't like Sonic fans don't like Sonic games. Believe it or not. Sonic fans don't like Sonic games. True story. Ugh. Yeah. Well, what's nice is I did get a few people who want to be a part of this, but it's just unfortunate that I can't really put them to use. You know, voice actors they seemed very enthusiastic about the project, but yeah, I can't. Like, I don't need voice actors right now. I need some people with technical knowledge who can, like, really be a part of the project on a this is like a critical thing that I need them to be a part of. So it's nice though. I mean, when I get to that point, I've already got people who are lined up like, yeah, I want to voice this character and I want to voice that character, and I think I know people who could voice this character and that character. And it's just like, based. Do you know any 3D modelers? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, then get comfy, because this is going to literally take a long time. But they're nice people, which is nice. Very nice. They're very understanding too. They kind of want me to take my time on this project because I think they see the potential and they see the passion. So it is nice having that on my side. So I'm thankful for that. You gotta count your blessings. You know? I can't be sitting here being too upset. At the end of the day, I was fully prepared to work on this for the next 4 years. That's kind of my timeline, right? That's a pretty crazy timeline. But that's the timeline that I think is realistic based on how much work I need to do and if I want the quality where I think it needs to be. Fuck it, there it is. Yo, what's up, Ray J? Oh yeah, rushing to finish. I think, like I said, those people who want to do the voices, I spoke with them, and they seem to feel the same way. Which is again, that's really nice. It seems like they want it to be a good product, and they want it to be well made. So I think they're willing to wait if it means they'll get a cool game that's fun and like it has all the bells and whistles that I talk about and all the goodies. Because there's a lot I want to do with this. There's a lot I think can be done with this, but it just takes so much time to hash out the little details. You know, models, game design, stuff. You know, there's just a lot of intricacies to this development process. It makes you appreciate devs who do this for their craft. So, and that's like my whole thing at the same time is that I want to kind of expose myself to this process and get used to it, because if I want to get in this field, then this is going to literally probably be majority of my day working on shit like this. It's going good, Ray J. I'm currently putting together Shadow the Hedgehog really quick if you guys want to take a quick peek. Actually, this foot doesn't look half bad. I could probably topologize it, make it look better. This looks whack down here, though. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, the topology will make this look better. Yeah, but here's Shadow's current model. Looks pretty good. Topology is going to be interesting. But we've got Sonic looking something like this. He's got his shoes that I think look good. Sonic needs topology and a rig. And then Shadow, we're almost there with his design. I need topology and a rig after we're done. But I'm focusing on sculpting right now, because I think that's where a lot of the difficulty is going to come through. Yeah, here's your forward shot. Here's your, what is it, your silhouette. I'm really happy with the way this silhouette looks on the hair. That's kind of something you gotta nail. And the shoes are coming along. I gotta think about the fur on the chest too. Yeah, it's this front part needs work. It's a process. We're cooking. We're trying to cook out here with what little ingredients that we have. I mean, fuck. It's just like, I'm trying not to get too hung up on details, because that's what kills me. Is I do want this to look so much better than it looks, but let's be honest, it looks pretty good, right? Like, it looks serviceable. Keyword, serviceable. But boy. I get hung up on shit. Here. I mean, it's kind of there, right? Kind of there. I mean, it looks like Shadow. And the topology process is basically going to be me making this look better, which is going to be a bitch. It already looks above and beyond if you get stuck. No, no. I know. It's you know, I mean, I guess there's a bit of a thing where it's like you see other people's work and you're like, God damn, that looks great. I would love that for my game. And you just start to feel bad. It's a hole you don't want to get down. I think these need to be the opposite, kind of like this. Except I need to like chop this in half. Oops. Something like that. I know. I know. Thank you. I know. I mean, I was saying, I look at what I'm doing. I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous. What I'm doing. Let's just do a fill, right? Yeah, who cares? The hand is gonna be right there. Actually, that looks quite fine. Topologize that would probably be pretty easy. Okay. Wow, I actually like that. What the fuck? Maybe make this a bit smaller. Yeah, like that. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Here's what dude. Control J. It's a control J. Shift Control J. Shift J. Something J. This is yeah, it's just J. Oh. Control J. Yeah, it ain't working. Man. You learned Blender and Unreal and made 2 characters with mechanics fully modeled, rigged, and everything. We even got in the same lobby in a year. I know. It's true. It's true. We have a demo of this game out on my Discord, and you can play as Sonic. You can play as Shadow. You can run around. Wait, what did that say? Cannot apply modifiers. Convert curve to mesh. Okay, convert curve to mesh. Control J. There we go. Shadow. It's the full cuff right there. What we want to do is this. Separate selection. Delete. Oh yeah, no, it's no, I know, man, I know. I have a lot to be proud of how hard I've been working. It just is still like really tough. I mean, what can you say? It's a tough gig out here. 180, 90, negative 90. There we go. Eat like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then mirror. The rings look a little big, but that's okay. Let me just make it a bit smaller. Look at it a bit. The rings look a little big. That's okay. Yeah, this is fine. Because we can animate and everything, and we can make this look better in animation. So I think shadow, aside from the fur, is like okay. Yeah, like my only thing about this process is that you know, I mean, I'm trying to think. It's just like you know, there's a lot I want to do. I'm still writing like the story for this. I'm still creating new character kits for these guys, and you know, it's just a lot of work. And part of me when I first started this project was like I said, it'd be so awesome to have like people who are Sonic fans who want to get involved, because my whole thing about this project was this is a tribute. The whole game, the story, everything is supposed to be a giant tribute to Sonic, almost like a love letter. And how long have I been working on this? Hour and 20. I'll probably take a break. I'll probably play something. But yeah, it's like I wanted to get people involved, and I don't know. I mean, I got like I said, I got some voice actors who want to get involved, so you know, maybe there's a silver lining there, and I need to be patient with myself and be patient with the process. You know, I mean, I was able to get Shadow on the first round of Shadow models done, and I was happy with the way they turned out. And there's still like so much shit I need to learn about Blender with animation and with shape keys and with like all that stuff. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot that needs to be taken in, and it's a lot that needs to be understood. But it's gonna be for the best, I think, for sure. I think what we have right now with the demo build, with what we want, you know, I really feel like we have a very compelling foundation for a fun Sonic game that people will enjoy once they get their hands on a more polished version of the product, you know? I mean, who doesn't want to play 6v6 Sonic Hero Shooter? Who wouldn't want to play that, right? I play as my favorite character. I get to use cool abilities. I can emote on someone's dead body because, you know, fuck Sonic. Maybe fuck Eggman, you know, dicks. Stunt on them. And I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? I'm surprised Sega produced Sonic Rumble before they produced something like this. This was, to me, seems like a no-brainer. Even if it wasn't PvP, I mean, something co-op, you know? I mean, I'm surprised Sonic hasn't dipped their feet into a co-op adventure yet. A 3-player, 4-player co-op adventure. I'm surprised Sonic fans don't dip their feet into anything other than just running in a straight line. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, right? That's Sonic's gimmick. But, like, we as fans are not Sega. We don't have to play it safe. And yet, so many people play it safe with how how creative do you want to be with your fan project? Oh, I want them to run fast, but I want it to be more stylish. And it's like, okay, but bro, like, let's create something new here. Let's create something fresh. Let's put Sonic in a situation that's a little different, man. Man, I don't know. Well, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I look at the market, right? What does the Sonic fan market look like? It's just a bunch of running in circles and jumping around on big maps and stylish, fancy animations. Cool. What do I want to do personally? I want to beat the shit out of Cream as Sonic and then hit the gritty on her dead body. On her dead body. Cause that bitch got a heal ult that I fucking hate. That bitch got a heal ult that I don't fucking give a fuck about. I drop the big upper kick and then knock the bitch back off the map and say fuck you. Cream will be broken. She is broken. The kit that I designed for Cream is pretty broken, but that's what I want for this game. I want you to feel broken. I want Shadow to feel broken. I've been trying to figure out Shadow. I want him to have his Doom tendrils. I want him to be able to do Chaos Blast, Chaos Control. I want him to have all these different things. And I think the problem that I'm facing with his kit is like a solid gameplay loop, basically. Because with Sonic, the gameplay loop is to run fast, consume, speed gauge to get into hyper mode. And then once you're in hyper mode, you basically, everything resets. Now you gotta run fast again, build speed, and you need to consume speed power to build the hyper gauge. So it's like a nice gameplay loop of you just basically bullying and being a pest. And that's basically what Sonic is. If you're Eggman, he's a fucking fast as fuck piece of shit pest that you just fucking hate. So we've designed him to be that way in the game, which should be a lot of fun. If you're an Eggman, it'd be funny to see Eggman mains be like, nerf Sonic. It's just like, yes, it's exactly what I expected you punk asses to say. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure it all out. Shadow, Vector the crocodile, I think, is really cool too. Big the cat has a good kit. I think we've finessed Omega to have a really good kit. I'm trying to think. Oh, Amy has the best kit, I think, right now. Like, she's literally got a roguelike kit that I think is going to be so much fun to play. She's got the Pico marks as kind of like her core gameplay loop. Some abilities will mark enemies, and if you use other abilities, it'll consume the marks and it'll do like extra stuff to them. Yeah, that's just all hammer centric, right? But then she's got the cards, her TheRat cards, that are her roguelike kind of mechanic, where you're going to pull 3 cards, and then you need to choose one of the 3 as like either a buff or some type of spell that you're going to cast. Like, it's going to be something completely random, but there's going to be broken things in there, and then there's going to be funny things in there. There's going to be like just a whole variety of things, and it's all because I'm trying to figure out, like, oh, how many cards are in a deck of TheRat cards, and there's like a shit ton of cards, like 100+ cards. So Amy alone is gonna have 100+ different fucking like roguelike things that she can pull from, which would be fucking hilarious. Turn the entire enemy team into Chow for the next 2 seconds, cause fuck them. And then there might be someone who has an ability on the other team. It's like, oh, if I cast this, because I see she's pulling a card. If I cast my ability, I can negate You know, if she pulls a Chow card, I can negate it. So there's like, it'll just be a lot of fun. It'll just be a lot of fun to, you know, put all of it together. So, so yeah, that's what we're working on. And then the lore. The lore is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun putting together the storyline and, you know, figuring out, you know, because it's a, like I said, it's a tribute to Sonic. Not just the mainline games that people have played, but also kind of like some deep cut Sonic media stuff that maybe majority of fans don't know about, that we can kind of slip in there and be like, do you remember this guy? Do you know this guy? If you're an OG, you'll know this guy, you know? So I'm trying to look at all the different shows that Sonic has had. Comics, a lot of comic book characters that I want to include. I can't include the Archieverse, too much of the Archieverse, because that's like a touchy legal area, but it's a fan game, so I'm trying to figure out who I want to include from that area, you know. But at the same time, there's a lot of Archie characters that bleed into the TV shows, so I could just add like those characters because they're kind of like ambiguous, or what is it? Not ambiguous. It's like where they lie legally is hazy, basically. So I can use them. But there's like a lot of like Echidna characters that I think would be awesome to use because the Echidna storylines sometimes had like these really cool characters. Their stories were a little whack in the Archie area, but it's mainly the guy who owns those characters that is like, I don't know, I think he's kind of a dick. But we'll see what happens. I just really want like those cool characters that have been forgotten. So like Sally Acorn I think is a cool character, Bunny Rabbit I think is a cool character. And I also think they could be written better. I think they could be written to be more interesting and entertaining. Sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm waiting for Arc Raiders to update. So they're gonna be here for a minute. It's at 92%, so you know, relax. Kick your feet up. Have a stroke. I don't know. Have a stroke. Which stroke? Either or. I don't care. You know. Who else? What are some other characters that I would love to have? Manic the Hedgehog and Sonya the Hedgehog from Sonic Underground would be awesome. They would be a lot of fun to design. And that's the thing is, I think about these characters and I think, how would you design a kit for that character? Sonya is like a keyboardist, and she has used like assault rifle lasers in a few episodes. And I would say she could use a keytar. It's different from a guitar. A keytar is like a keyboard that looks like a guitar, so we could probably give her something like that, and like maybe she'll play chords that shoot lasers from the end of the keytar. So same with Manic the Hedgehog. He was the drummer in Sonic Underground, so maybe take inspiration from like Smite. Smite, they had a god who was like big on drums, and every time he would hit the drums he would shoot a projectile or something, so we could probably do something with that. It'd be interesting. Kind of like Brutal Legend. If you've ever played Brutal Legend, the main character was a guitarist, and every time he wanted to cast a spell he played like a solo, so maybe something like that for those characters would be cool. Except you don't actually have to play the solo. They just do it as part of an animation. Who else? Scratch and Grounder from The Adventures of Sonic I think would be hilarious. I was telling Nix about this the other day. I was like, Scratch and Grounder are like notoriously the most gaming characters. because they're just goofy Three Stooges kind of characters. So it'd be hilarious to have them in the game, doing just stupid shit. Meme characters with meme kids almost, you know? I think that would be funny. Alright, Arc Raiders is done. We're launching it. But yeah, because we're in the modeling phase, it really is just a lot of thinking and putting together a lot of the ideas. I mean, we have a kind of quote unquote launch character list that we want to, you know, work with. And that's like a handful of characters too, man. That's like, if you've played Sonic Heroes, Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Chaotix, Team Rose, Eggman, Silver the Hedgehog, Styx the Badger. And I think that's like the main cast right there, at least for now, because it's all part of the storyline that I'm writing. That whoever's going to be in the main game right now is, they're being written in, basically. So we'll see what happens. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, scheisse. Let's play this game. Oh, what was the last thing I did in this game? I don't remember.
We've had to build our topside infrastructure in stage if you run out of...
I'll need intrepid friends like yourself who can get me the finest medical goods topside has to offer, whether you want to...
Okay, we'll go to the dam area then. A lot of ammo, bro. Just fucking buy some ammo.
Stay back, will you? I'll show you the goods.
Stay back, will you? I'll show you the goods. You better. Well, you better show me the goods. Okay. We'll game on this for a little bit, maybe an hour or two. Hour and a half. And then I gotta go take my nap. Because I'm an old gamer. Old man gamer. I'm looking for apricots. What are you looking for? You looking for the best gear? No, I'm looking for nuts. I'm looking for fruits. What the fuck? Shit. I think I'm supposed to go over here too.
Go to research and
So,
administration.
fuck it. We ball.
This is Lance calling. Remember to grab as many goodies as you can from those medical facilities. Just resist the urge to sit on a horde of syringes, okay?
See what this has. I don't think I've ever searched one of these before. Ooh, nice. Oh, fuck yeah. These usually have some good things. Let's find out. Hairpin. It's built-in silencer. Smoke grenade. No luck today. This challenge in Black Ops 4 Zombies might be stressful. Which fucking challenge are you doing? Black Ops 4 Zombies in general is stressful. I remember playing that game being like, it feels like classic zombies, but at the same time, it doesn't feel very good to play. Like classic zombies does. I think it's just because the zombies are more aggressive. Oh man, there's so many bots. Ah, no, I don't like that. I gotta get going. Okay. Ah, for fuck's sake, bro. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. So I'm supposed to loot medical supplies or something? Survive 20 rounds and classify without turning power. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Wait, you're not gonna do the 100 and what is it? 150 rounds? You're not gonna do that one? You don't want to leave your game on all night? Doing some kind of bug by the shield crafting table? Not a real gamer. That's funny. I did that classified kind of like Easter egg quest, if you want to even want to fucking call it that. And I fucking hated every minute of it. I actually did have to leave my my console on all night for that too. It's terrible. Miserable experience. There's nothing in here. Fuck it. am I looking for? He wants me to search 2 containers in the medical room. Okay. I don't really want to breach and search. So medical. These are labs. It's kind of funny because that 150 round Easter egg is so lame. It's almost comical how lame it is. And I can't imagine they actually wanted people to legit get to that. There's no way. That was how you know that it was Joer for zombies. Like, it was just so Joer. Where the fuck is the medical place? Let me see. Maybe it's downstairs. Which is Dangerecio. But let's see. I think someone else cleared these guys out. Just based. Staff room. Oh shit. Fuck it. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Just the medical room? Control tower. Oh, so this is how you get to the roof. Okay, that's good to know. Where the fuck is the medical cock? Might be in the staff room. Oh no. Oh, fuck this guy. Let's go down. Control tower, research administration. Okay, I see.
Let's go to research and administration.
So, am I like not in the right area? Administration office. Alright, well, I guess it's up here somewhere. It's supposed to be a medical room. No. Oh, it's right here. Sup, Raider? I'm right behind you. We're chill. We're gaming. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. There's got to be something else I can search through. Here we go. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Yeah, put that right there, gamer. Okay. So there's no other, like, drawer for me to go through? There's only one container? That's brutal. That is brutal. Is this a medical office over here? Check my map.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
What's the damage? Nice, nice. Good luck, gamer. Alright, I'm gonna try to head out. I've got some bargaining chips if someone tries to kill me. Although let's just hope that they don't try to kill me. That would be pretty based. I don't have much to work with. Luckily, I got some healing stuff. My shields are fucked if they go down. So I need to play this like extra cautiously. Could be bobots anywhere. I want to eat my dick. It could be bubans that want to eat my dick too. Bumans. Could be some bumans. Alright, see, let's look at the damage. Those guys. Him. See, I want to get into this building. This guy's over there. Let's see the path. Let's see the path here. I could try to take them out if they try to come at me. That's just risky as fuck, though. Because these guys are tasers. They're a little bit easier to commit. What's up, gamer? How you doing?
What's going on, man? You gotta go hit that button.
You trying to escape? Okay. Let's go do it. We have a window to do it. I'm gonna head over to this area over here and take cover. Alright, watch out. We got gamers. We got bobots. Good job, good job. Where's that other guy? Where's the third guy? Yo, you here? Alright, hit the button. Let's go. I'll cover, I'll cover. GG gang, good luck next. What's up, gamer? How you doing? Look out, we got gamers. It's just gonna be the thing that I say now. Everything and everyone is a gamer. Look out. It's gamers. Gamers incoming. It's so funny. Got for the gamers. I don't know why I'm so fucking tired right now, man. Like, I feel like exhausted. Okay, we got a lot of shit to look at here. Damn control tower. So I can't shift move all of these, so let's sell the goodies. What other goodies? No goodies. Okay. Kind of excess shit do we got here? Damaged heatsink. We already got 3 of these. Advanced electrical components. Let's see. We got 5 of those, so fuck it. I know I got portable TVs. Yeah, I got at least 1. That's fine. Processors. I know I've got processors. Yeah, we're good. Some money. What was that? Pop trigger? Yeah, we got plenty of those. Actually, you know what? I want to sell a stack of these. Sell a stack of those. Sell a stack. Sell a stack. Sell a stack. What we got? What we got? We gotta sell a stack. That's fine. I need more of those. Sell a stack. What do we need? 90. Let's just keep looking. Keys are good. Quick use items. Probably not gonna use this. Toss one of those out. I don't really fuck with smoke grenades, so fuck all of these. And we're almost good to go for another upgrade. How much does these go for? 3K. Weapon mods. This would be good. Weapons, shields, supplements. Okay, that's good. That's good. We got space now. Stack. Place. We need these. Vita shot, stamina, defib. Okay. I need to go back there and search again. I'm considering bringing this key, but I'll probably just take it easy. I want to do that with Nyx next time we play. What did we get? What did we get? What was the gun that we got? What was this? Nice. LMG. Sick. Sick. What do we need? Mechanical components, rusted tools. Mechanical and industrial areas I need to hit up. So, let's get back in there, gamers. Yeah, this looks good. I tried and failed, died in round 16. Yeah, that map is fucking hard. What I would recommend, Ray J, is you're probably going to need to bring some consumables, but also you're also probably going to need to bring I was going to say like some perks, but I don't think the perks work without the power. So you're just gonna have to bring the consumables and whatever the fuck those talisman things are. So that way you can just start off and sit on the elevator. That's literally your best bet, is sit on that elevator at the top floor and go between the top and the bottom. Although you might be doing that. I don't know.
This is Shani. Be on your guard, Raider. Even a barrel of the TheRat can still hurt you.
That's how I would do that challenge. Although I don't even remember if I did challenges back. I come to think of it, I never did challenges. I scratch that. I'm just thinking of a strategy that could work. That's really all it is. You were training. Training is dangerous. Training is inherently dangerous. So it could work for sure, training. But if it were me doing that challenge, the elevator would be the easiest strat in my mind. Plus some consumables, right? The elixirs, and then a talisman, like that gives you like an upgraded weapon from the jump, maybe. That would be my strategy. If I was doing that. Oh, this got searched. This got searched. It's fine. I need mechanical parts and rusted tools. Trying to upgrade my fucking gunsmith. Hey, yo. Is that what I think it is? Is that a beat boob? That is a beat boob. I think it just landed. hit it. I can get some mechanical parts off of this. Nothing really. Okay, mechanical parts. Rusted thingies. Let's see what we can get. Coolant. Never seen coolant. Start busting this shit open. Ooh, nice. I got some good luck today. Got 2 blueprints. There you go, rusted tools. Okay, okay, we got the rusted tools. Just need some mechanical parts. And I gotta run over there too, so let's keep moving. Think there's anything I can bust open here? Someone bust this guy open? I think so. Oh. Left some stuff, but nothing that I want or need. Okay. Let's see. Anything good in here? Wasp driver. Light ammo. Arc power cell. Why don't you guys take this? You destroy them. These are really good. Arc power cell. Hornet driver. Nice. I need mechanical parts, which is usually from weapons, so I guess we're chilling. Looks like there was some action. Yes, more ammo. Power cells. Alrighty. Oh. Shit. Got him. Alright, I think there's a way in here from below. Don't remember exactly where it is, but maybe I shouldn't go to the stairs. There's gonna be a point in this game where I get so much good shit that I'm just gonna go to those fucking flares and help people, man. I see people talking about it already. Some guy was like, I'm LARPing as a sheriff. And I'm like, dude, that's so fucking cool. I want to be a sheriff. Oh yeah, these things usually have mechanical parts. Come on, baby. Hook me up. Metal brackets. Another one. You fucker. Nix, I got a jolt mine thingy for you. Okay. Upstairs, let's go. That guy fucking sucks. Chilling. Okay. See if we can't check some of these spots. Yeah, usually got some good stuff. Assorted seeds statue. Woo-wee. I'm not. I'm not gonna put that in my safety thing because it's kind of just money. Oh! Fuck this. Okay, fuck this. Okay. Okay. Shut up. Okay. And done. Nice. See if there's a medical kit over here again. Nope. Bandage. Adrenaline shot. Okay. Take that. Hey, I am fucking getting out of here, bro. Shit. That's crazy. He actually checks the fucking windows, bro. Oh, I see peeps down there.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
That's not.
You have 10 minutes to return home
Fuck
and
it.
the water treatment elevator. 10 minutes.
I got 10 minutes. That one's still good. That one might be the most optimal way to go. Sounds like someone's calling it.
Stand by for hatch. Stand by.
Sup, Raider? I'm taking this with you. What's up, man? I'll cover you. You want to hit the button? GG, buddy. Take care. This game is such a vibe. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Arrived, we circled around, and escaped. His name was Dad. What kind of fucking profile picture is that, dude? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a fucking mug? It's a fucking Chad mug. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. Chad mug. Holy shit. Round feedback. Loved it. It was great. Fuck. Okay, I think I can upgrade. Oh wait, no. Actually, I probably could if I scrap one of my guns. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got the goody goods to sell, man. Nice. And I can learn and consume one of these, save the other for Nyx. I'll give it to him next time we play. Yeah. Could just scrap this, honestly. And I'll get my mechanical. Wait, is it components? I don't want to waste it. Gunsmith. Yeah, I need 5 though. Fuck. So it's not really worth it. Scrap. You know, mechanical. Scrap a gun just for one set of mechanical components. I mean, that's pretty weak. Right. What do I need to craft these? Circuitries and batteries? Okay, I'm gonna start stocking up on these. Circuitries and batteries. We are upgrading from light shields to medium shields now. Go. We are upgrading. Upgrade. You have more items. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I got 90. Fuck it. There you go. Another expansion for 130. Okay, do another run. Quick use. I think I can craft a grenade. There we go. I'll bring 3. Where do I need to go this time? For this guy's quest.
I'll need intrepid
Space
friends
one.
like yourself who can get me the finest medical goods Topside has to
Buried
offer.
City. We'll go Buried City. I like Buried City. Okay. Yeah, it's almost time for my nap. That's what it is. I am entering the nap phase of my night. Of my day. Or my night. Or my day. Or my night. Post this. go. Okay, I need to go to... Is it Space Travel Hospital? There it is. Hospital.
Let's go to the hospital.
But I also need to hit up, I think, a mechanical area. So,
Go to the
let's
parking
hit
garage.
this area first. Paste. Yeah, this area is like crazy. Some asshat streamer thinks Arc Raiders should be given the area. I agree. No cab, dude. I agree. Until you've played it, you will not understand why I agree. This game is... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Again, dude? With these fucking dub pulls? Holy shit. Over Silk Sonic Expedition 33. I would too. I mean, I haven't played either of those games, but... To me, this is a genre-defining game. And I think that is what makes Game of the Year. It's not a game that's just good. Okay, I know those games are good. But this feels like a genre-defining game. This could change the world of extraction shooters, I think. I think it already has. That's what I think, right? Silksong, great game. I've heard a lot about it. Most anticipated game, right? But I also think even people within its own community, they've had problems with it, right? Jesus, all these fucking keys. And it's basically just more of the same. It is basically a DLC for Hollow Knight. So it's not like it took a gameplay style and actually changed it. It just kind of gave you more of the same, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I don't think that's Game of the Year material. Game of the Year needs to be something groundbreaking. It needs to be something that just completely, like I said, changes the game. Like the industry. And I think this game could potentially change the industry. And especially when it comes to extraction shooters. I think it's going to change how devs work on extraction shooters from now on. Holy shit. Let me in, let me in. Fuck. Tad bit positives. That's the thing, like I just said, I don't think whether or not something was good, I don't think is going to be what determines or what should determine Game of the Year, in my opinion. It should be something that is groundbreaking and or genre defining. I think like Escape from Tarkov started or at least pioneered maybe to an extent the extraction shooter genre. This game, I think, defines it. This is what every extraction shooter should be. Hey, homie. What's up? What's up, gamer? You alive? You chilling? You taking a shit? What's up? Okay. I'm gonna try to breach this. But yeah, like, That's what I think should make Game of the Year games. Of course, I'm not the guy who runs that shit, so they could just easily be like, oh, whatever's most popular, whatever, I don't care. But to me, that's what Game of the Year should be. It should be something that literally took the gaming world by storm and changed how everything worked. To me, this does that. It takes extraction shooters and shakes it up enough that I think this should be the new norm for extraction shooters. Because I've played a handful of extraction shooters. This one nails so many things. This one also was a huge underdog in the industry. I think people thought this was a good game, but if it were, because it went up against Battlefield 6 and it's going to be going up against Call of Duty soon. This game could potentially beat out both of those. Shit. You know what? Let me executive decision here. This is literally the best underdog story you will ever hear when it comes to indie games or just indie in general. This is the underdog story that you want to hear about. So that's why I think when people say this could be Game of the Year, I don't say that about games that I play a lot. I don't give a lot of games like a 10 out of 10 perfect game. You know, I think one of the Yakuza games, I gave them a 9 out of 10. And I might have given one of the Yakuza games a 10 out of 10. But, like, this game, for me, is a 10 out of 10. When I first played it, 8 out of 10 easy. When I kept playing it, okay, 9 out of 10. I'm having a good time. After I've played, like, as much as I have at this point, it's 10 out of 10 for me. And then I told Nix, I said, this could be the Game of the Year for me. Shit. Ugh. Call of Duty, I lost track what the hell COD is doing. Yeah, well, of course. But that's what I'm saying, like, you have an indie dev team going up against giants. The giants of the gaming industry. Friendly, what's up?
You don't have a cracked bioscanner, do you? I've been looking for one.
No. Sorry, bud.
Alright, cool.
I'm looking for medical stuff for a quest I'm doing. Take care. Yeah, we need batteries and stuff now. But yeah, like that's why to me I think this game is gonna take people by surprise. Like it's already taken people by surprise, I think. I think there's a lot of people who see this game and they're like, yeah, it's another extraction shooter. Who cares? It's just another Tarkov game. Oh shit, I found a cracked bioscanner. Let me go find that guy. Everything okay over here?
Was that just a turret?
Okay, I found a cracked bioscanner for you.
Oh, dude, here. Awesome.
There you go, buddy. Hey, yo, thanks, gamer.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, you take care. Hey. See what we can do, bro. What's up, gamer? Oh my god. Will this game win? I don't think so. It's possible. I would like it to win, but I also think of the Game Awards the same way I think about like the music awards. I like to think that it's kind of rigged, you know. Anyway, oh, sup gamer friendly? You good?
Yeah.
Sup, bro?
Hit the zip line and I triggered that Rocketeer. Do not go up those.
Oh, that's a gamer move for sure. Do you need anything? You need any supplies, medical stuff?
No, that's very nice of you. Thanks, man.
All right, yeah, no problem.
I just have to do that communication tower thing.
Oh yeah, you got the key?
You good? You all set? No,
yeah, I'm
you
good.
like put the scanner up at the top.
Well, I mean, it might have a key. You might need a key for that.
No, I think I'm good. I got up there some gear.
Oh, okay. All right, man. You take care. Stay safe.
Thanks, man. Likewise.
I see he hit the zip line. That was a good call. You know, this is one of those games that, I don't know, it gives you hope in humanity. Like, gives you faith in humanity. It's one of those weird things. It's like, there's some people you find and you shoot each other, but then, like, for some reason, this game, majority of people are like, please don't shoot me. And you're just like, okay. What's up? How you doing? You know, like, I've already encountered quite a few nice people. And that's, like, refreshing. Extraction shooters is fine. Rainbow Six Siege is being a zombie-like extraction was fun. Yeah, that Rainbow Six zombie mod, that was okay. It was fun, but yeah, I didn't really like it. Ooh, excuse me. This place was fucking ripped to shreds. Oh shit, there's a package there. Can I pull off the gamer move? Nice. Oh, you kidding me? I did that jump for ammo. Nice. So, we'll see what happens. The thing is, like, okay, so you mentioned Silksong, right? I think Silksong is cool. It looks cool. But I think it did not meet expectations. So, despite it being the most hyped game, one of the most hyped games of this era. Sup, gamer? Just me over here. Despite being one of the most anticipated games in the gaming industry, I don't think it was able to live up to expectations. You know? GTA 6 might suffer a similar fate, but I doubt it. For some reason, I think the GTA guys, they just know how to deliver. Okay. What do I have? There's some good stuff. Let's figure out an exit here. Exit strategy. I don't think there's anything else that I need.
Let's take the parking metro entrance. Go to that field depot.
I think I already went there. This would probably be the safest.
Let's go to space travel.
Night Rain will be on the list. I don't even know what Night Rain is. What is that? Elden Ring? Elden Ring Night Rain? I see, that's the thing. I feel like that should not be a thing. You know? a game like Elden Ring that probably has already won a Game of the Year award releases a DLC, right? They should not win another Game of the Year award for fucking DLC. That's why I'm saying it's rigged. If something like that wins, because that's just bullshit. We get it. The game already won. It's a great game. And yeah, we can assume the DLC is probably going to be banger. Right? For those people who like the game. So why the fuck do we need to give it another award for a DLC? DLC of the Year award, maybe. But that just sounds redundant. You know? Should lay low. Just in case. Got it. Gaming. All right. So yeah, and Expedition 33, that was the other one you brought up. Expedition 33 was good, but I don't think it was like... I don't know. I don't think it... I think it was good because it was some kind of indie dev team that did something of like the highest quality, and they did a really good job. You know? Should they be on the list? I think so. I don't want to see it. Donkey Kong Bonanza, on the other hand, I'll say it's possible since there's always one Nintendo game sliding in. I think Nintendo should not be winning any Game of the Year awards anymore. Like I just said, a game that not only is groundbreaking, but is genre defining. They have not done anything. They have not done either of those two things in like the last 20 years. You know? Like they haven't done anything that was like super innovative, super different for the genre. And they own certain genres. The one game that came out that actually kind of changed or like shifted I not like a genre, but like shook up an industry was Power World. Right? Power World shook up the industry of what would you call it? Like monster catching, I don't know what you'd call those. Like the Pokemons, the Digimons. What was it? Dragon Age, or not Dragon Age, some other game. Dragon Quest, I think, was something like that. They actually shook up that industry so much that Nintendo, someone who owns that industry, owns that market, became upset. That, to me, is worthy of being looked at in consideration. Do I think Power World is Game of the Year, though? I mean, it's just a generic kind of game, right? I mean, like in terms of the gameplay, it doesn't innovate anything too crazily, right? It shook up a market, but that's my thing. It's like you need to shake up the market, you need to innovate the genre, and you need to take the gaming industry by storm. Like you need to pop, and you need to pop hard. Power World popped. Power World shook up the market, but it didn't really innovate in any way in like whatever genre it was in. It was survival crafting with some cool little monsters that were cute. So it didn't meet all of the criteria. Devil's Summoner as well. Devil Summoner. It's only been adventure. I'm ignoring Super Mario Wonder because I hate that game. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think any of the Nintendo games have innovated enough to be considered, Game of the Year. You know? And of course, you know what? Nintendo can take the dub in Game of the Year when there has not been any game that does anything of value that year. You know? Like, oh, you know what? It's just kind of been an off year. Not a lot of great games. Nintendo, let's give you your honorary dub. I don't know. There's nothing really to talk about this year, so I mean, I guess we'll give something to Nintendo. That would be fine. I wouldn't care. At the same time though, it's just like I don't really care about Game of the Year or not. For me personally, Arc Raiders is Game of the Year. It's the only game that I'm playing right now that I think I can confidently say is just out of the box, top to bottom fun. You know, I played Marvel Rivals at the beginning of the year, and I thought, this is a great game, right? And I was debating kind of where I want to rate that game. At this point, it has not stood the test of time. You know, it couldn't even stand the test of time for 1 year. So that game has kind of lost its luster for me. This game, you know, because it's not just PvP, because there's PvE, because there's area voice like VoIP, it's like if I approach you, you can hear me kind of thing. Because there's almost like this community element, the game feels at this point like it could be a timeless experience of meeting a stranger, negotiating to not attack each other, and then sharing equipment, sharing gear. Hey, I found something, here you go. Like that guy I just walked up to. Hey bro, I found something that I think you said you were looking for. And then he gave me like a goodie. He gave me a music box. You know? And that reminds me of like old school games back in the day. Like, I don't want to say World of Warcraft, but like something like that, where there was a very community-centric aspect to the game that you really couldn't find anywhere else. And I think the thing about this game that I think is super important is that it's not just PC, it's consoles as well. So they were able to take an extraction shooter, put all these elements into it, have like a decent amount of content too in the game that I feel like there's bang for your buck here. And then to put all of that onto the console as well, that to me is great. And it runs well. I have not heard any negative complaints about how the game runs. Split fiction. Dude, like, who cares about split fiction? That's the thing, right? If you have to remember that a game exists, it did not make enough of an impact, right? Like I forgot Split Fiction existed this year too. That game was such a dusty old nut, you know, a dusty old cum shot. You know, I did not feel it. Shin Megami Tensei, also in that list of monster capture. Yeah, sure. I don't know that game, but again, I wouldn't say Power World has shaken up that industry too much. I'm sure there's games out there that share Power World's vibe. So that's why Power World, I'd say, is not Game of the Year material. Silk Song, Expedition 33. You can put them on the list, right, of Game of the Year competitors. So for me, if you really wanted to have a list, who could be on that list of Game of the Year? Arc Raiders, Expedition 33, Silk Song. Those could be three potential options. Three games that came in and kind of shook the industry a little bit. You know, they Silk Song was super anticipated. Expedition 33 was a surprise hit that became huge. And then Arc Raiders, I think, was not a surprise hit. I think people knew this was going to be good, But I think it's the fact that it was as good as it was. It met expectations. It surprised, I think, your average player, because this isn't what an extraction shooter really feels like most of the time. It's very different in that respect. A lot of extraction shooters like to be hardcore about their PvP, but this game has the PvE element that I think changes. It innovates on the genre, basically is what I'm saying. It innovates a little bit on the genre. So that's why, to me, between those three, who should win? I think Arc Raiders should take it. Of course, I'm biased. I haven't played the other two games. But based on what I've seen in terms of gameplay and based on the effect on the industry and the gaming community that all those three games have had, and Arc Raiders is still in its infancy, right? Like, it just came out a handful of weeks ago. I don't know. So we'll have to see how the test of time. How does Arc Raiders stand the test of time? You know, because Marvel Rivals couldn't stand the test of time. It couldn't stand the test of time for literally like a couple months, which is hilarious. And I really liked that game. I really liked Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is the inspiration for the Sonic Hero Shooter game that I'm working on. But god damn it, that game could not stand the test of time. So that to me is really important. Test of time, do you have staying power? Did you shake the industry? Did you innovate the genre? Those are probably the top three things that I would say should put you at the top of the list for Game of the Year. Yeah, well, Marvel Rivals, that's the thing, right? A lot of these big games that came out this year, they get like one of the three big things down, right? Like I said, shake the industry, stand the test of time, innovate in the genre, right? So what did Marvel Rivals do? They shook the industry, for sure. They shook the industry. They have not stood the test of time at this point, to me. And they didn't really innovate on the genre too much, right? Like, it's not crazy innovations that they've done. It's a hero shooter, right? And it's nothing crazy. Third person, who cares? There's been quite a few third-person hero shooters in the genre. So all it really did was shake the industry. I don't think that deserves to be Game of the Year. But that's just my opinion, right? And at the end of the day, I really don't care about Game of the Year. I don't care about those awards. You know, it's just bullshit. It's just all bullshit. That's what I think. But it's like, if I had to have my own Game of the Year, those are my three big, you know, you need to meet these requirements to even be on my list. Expedition 33 shook the industry. I don't think they've stood the test of time, and I don't think they've really innovated anywhere, honestly. So, I mean, they don't really meet my list. Silk Song, I don't really think they shook the industry. You know? Like, I don't think anything was like, oh my god, this game is making other people rethink their strategies kind of deal. Like, shake the industry to its core. Test of Time, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people. I guess I can't say I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I'm not in that community, but I don't know. I can't have a say on Test of Time with that one. And then innovate on the genre, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. See, it's like, who cares about Game of the Year? You know what I care about? I care about good games, right? Arc Raiders is a good game. right? I'm looking for more good games like this. And that's all I care about. I just want more cool games that surprise me and make me excited. I hope Gears of War E-Day is good. Because they've got like I told you in Discord, Nixie's Discord, like they've got tons of storyline that they can roll with in the Gears of War lore, that if we're gonna do E-Day stuff, it's gonna be so good. Because it's E-Day is like the most brutal, one of the more brutal like moments in the lore, you know? So, like, I'm really hoping they don't pull any punches. I do not want a safe game. I want a fucking hardcore, gritty as fuck, gory as fuck. I want to cry. I want to be emotional. You know, like, I want this story to be fucking brutal. So, it'll be cool. It'll be probably the first Gears of War game that I actually play the campaign for in a while. And it'd be nice to see if they can try to shake up the formula on the campaign instead of just your typical your typical cover-based shooter. It'd be interesting to see if they want to kind of innovate in that area a little bit, try to make it a little more interesting, make it fresh. I don't know, but I mean, let's be honest, if it works, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. I'm not gonna complain, just as long as the story's interesting. That's all I care about. And no bullshit like Gears of War Judgment, okay? Where, like, the story is locked behind challenges. And I gotta complete these dumbass challenges to get extra bits of story. I don't want any bullshit like that. Hopefully Judgment, they use it as what not to do. Gears of War 3 pain, yeah. Gears of War 3, Jeebus. I don't know. I don't think you'll ever get the level of like intensity that Gears of War 3 had. That's why I think they should have capped the whole story off there and just said that's it. This is like the definitive end for Gears of War. Oh yeah, the DLC for Gears Judgment with like some Gears, like you said, Gears 3 like side story. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's a no from me, dog. And I played Judgment, and I actually liked the PvP in Judgment. I thought it was cool. There was a lot of like versatile things you could do, but it was also not Gears of War in terms of like how it played. So it was like I was cool with it, but also it felt, Gears Judgment really felt like they were phoning it in. They were phoning it in really hard. They're like, yeah, we know we're done with Gears 3. It's over, but we have investors who want more Gears of War. Microsoft wants more Gears of War. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what more you could really write in this story. The locusts were destroyed. It was the most satisfying ending to the story. The world was saved, effectively, right? Myra was defeated, if I remember. So it was like, when they came out with Gears 4 and they're talking about the swarm and the robots, I was like, guys, like, what's interesting? Prior to the Locust, the world was at war, right? With each other. Countries were at war with each other. You had the UIR, which were the Russians, and then you had the coalition of organized governments, the COG, who were kind of like the North Americas, the Americas, right? Western civilization. And so, like, you had wars happening prior to the Locust. What I don't understand is why they decided to go back to a Locust-like character, like Swarm. Like, I mean, because what's funny is they always said they wanted the Locust to be alien. So you know what would have been great is just Gears 4 follow through with that narrative. And it's like we catch up with Marcus and everything is cool, and he has his son, and his son is in the cog, and it's all cool. And maybe there's still war happening. Maybe not. Maybe it is a perfect world and everyone's at peace finally for the first time, which is always what happens in Gears of War. When the Locusts first came out, that was what happened. They had achieved peace, I think, for the first time in like 100 years. And then the Locusts showed up, and then we all had to go back to war after like peace for I think a year or two of peace. And then we all had to go back to war. We all had to get on in our fucking soldier suits again, right? So that was cool. That was a cool narrative. Although I don't think that was... It'll be interesting if they explore that in E-Day, because that was, when I was getting into the lore, interesting. To see society kind of normalize, and then boom, we're back at it. So, like, I don't know why Gears 4 didn't just say, let's redo that, basically. And say, okay, everyone's at peace, but this time it's been 30 years of peace, right? And it's like, they've been chill maxing for 30 years. And then boom, Locusts appear in space, and they're coming for you now. And basically, we keep the Locust enemy, and we get to follow the narrative that I think they wanted to do initially with Gears 3, which was that we were going to be on other planets. I think that would have been cool. Gears of War in space, going to other planets. The war has become an intergalactic war. That would have been sick, I think. And they could have done COG is now the planet. The whole planet. Oh, you know what would be cool too is if it was UIR, COG, and all these other countries that have their own thing. Explore that for a little bit. Expand on that. The international government organizations, how they got together and said, we need to work together because we're about to get fucked hard. And then said, okay, Delta Squad is now a combination of like Marcus and like a couple of other like international characters. That would have been fun. I would have enjoyed that storyline. And then we go to we begin the intergalactic war at that point. That would have been good. But makes me wonder where the Lambents go. Lambents were a mutation. Lambents were a mutation that happened I think from the beginning. I think from Gears 1, they were already mutating. With I think it was something that was like, it was like magma, like the equivalent to magma that you have on like planet Earth. I think that was what was happening. Is they would fall into that shit and they would start mutating. So, but think about that, right? Like if they went with the alien narrative, these aliens come into contact with certain chemicals or whatever, right? And their bodies start to mutate, and they inherit those chemicals. Can you imagine elevating that to different levels if we went intergalactic? And honestly, you could have kept the swarm. You could have just said, oh, they're part of that that mutation on the Locust. And so you could have had the Locust, the Swarm, you could have had different... Bro, you could have had different factions of Locust. Just like the Lambent, you could have had you had the Lambent Locust, you had the Swarm Locust, you got the regular Locust, you got Locusts that are fucking, you know, looking weird over there, and they're just like a war-hungry race of aliens that literally just want to kill everything. It's the equivalent to Warhammer's Tyranids, but they could also be it's almost like a combination of Tyranids and Orcs kind of deal. Yeah, I know that would have been awesome. I don't know why they kept it on Sarah, planet Sarah. I think the planet's called Sarah, if I remember correctly. I don't know why they kept it on that planet. You know, because I think the alien narrative is just more interesting, especially after Gears 3, when you say we've killed all the Lambent, we've killed all the Locusts, we killed the Queen, right? Quote unquote the Queen, right? Even though she was not the Queen, she was actually a human that studied the Locust and kind of like de facto became the Queen of the Locust because she understood how to produce more Locusts. She knew the process. So that's what's interesting, is they could have taken that narrative and gone with it and said, Myra was never the queen, because you guys know the lore. She was a scientist that worked for the humans and kind of became the queen. So obviously she's not the queen, right? She's not even the king. She just kind of worked for the Locust, and because she made more Locust, she became their queen. So it was like, you could have ran with that and said, well, there is actually a king Locust, or there's like generals all over the fucking universe. You could have said, you know what also would have been interesting? You could have said that the Locust on this planet Sarah were actually organisms that maybe crash landed on a meteor or just ended up there by accident, and they grew underground, and they did not invade the planet in a traditional way. They were just living there, right? The whole time while war was happening, they were just living there, and then they just like kind of adapted to what was happening on the surface. They became war hungry. They became, you know, they wanted to go to war too, you know? And so that you can build that narrative. The whole time they were from space, but because they were living underground, we assumed that they were like native to the planet Sarah, when in reality, no. They've just been living here after they crash landed and just like spread around, you know? Who's to say? You could have played with that narrative a lot. That's what I think. That's the thing, is if you really get into the lore for the first 3 games, and then a little bit in terms of like the prequel stuff in the comics and what happened before E-Day, you had what I think could have been the blueprint for something that just got crazy. And you know, when we say, okay, intergalactic war, let's go to space, they didn't have to do Star Wars. They didn't have to do Star Trek. They didn't have to do all that normal shit. They could have kept the grimdark, brutal vibes that they I think are known for. Like, instead of ships that shoot lasers, they have ships that shoot fucking cannonballs. They have ships that have like arms that extend out to like fight and like grab the ship. Like they could have gone way more brutalist with a sci-fi vibe, you know, because when you think about it, this is kind of a future war, right? It's taking place in what feels like a future, but we're using bullets and we're using chainsaws, and we have like normal armor, and we have like a Hammer of Dawn. Like, imagine the Hammer of Dawn on a fucking spaceship, and you're just flying it, and you're just like, okay, fuck this guy, and just decimate him. You know, like, that would have been insane. It would have been insane. But that's the thing, is I think that would have required a huge narrative leap. And that's why I think at the end of Gears 3, 30 years, the governments that went to war with each other went quiet and maybe they were researching development weapons. They wanted to go to space. And then, of course, you find out about the Locusts, and then that narrative begins, right? They're back. And thank God all of us governments have been researching space stuff, but now we need to come together and put our research together. Now we need to like this. It's like it creates a whole new. It could have been a really cool twist on the space race. That would have been interesting. It actually would have been really interesting because they could have done a Cold War for 30 years, right? Quote unquote, peace among the governments. Cold War is actually happening. So you could have had some Black Ops, COG storylines there. You could have done some comics on that, you know? And then a de facto Cold War space race happening between all the governments. And, you know, when they finally send a ship out there to, like, actually explore space, they find the Locust. And then it's like, it's a nice little twist on the idea that when we went to the moon, we found aliens. It would have been really interesting. Like, getting chills just thinking about it. That would have been so cool. And then you have the narrative where, like I said, that all the governments come together. Okay, guys, the Locusts are back. Can we not fight, please? So, I don't know. It's sad. I mean, you'd have to be very creative to come up with batshit crazy stuff like this. But at the same time, they had information, just like talking with other writers that were there. The alien narrative was on the table at some point prior to Gears 3. So that was on the table prior to Gears 4. It's unfortunate they didn't go that route, because I think Gears 4 onward has massively fumbled the antagonist aspect of Gears of War. It's not fun fighting Swarm. It's not really that fun to fight the robots, you know? And everybody misses the Locust, because the Locust were interesting. They were very interesting creatures, so it's too bad. It is what it is, you know? Maybe they could still do that narrative. Maybe they could still do the alien narrative, and they could still, you know, pursue that stuff if that's what it has to come down to. But they seem pretty locked into this narrative with this chick that, like, also is like Myra, I think. I don't know. I have not kept up with the storyline. Gears 5, they introduced a female character that had, like, the Locust necklace. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm checked out. Like, they don't even have a lot of old characters, like Barney, or was it Barney? Not Barney. Bernie. I loved Bernie. Hoffman, I haven't seen Hoffman that much. Prescott, I think, is dead. You know, there's just so many old characters. The Carmine bit hasn't really been hitting the same. So, you know. We'll see what they do with Hide, though. It'd be nice if they just stopped making sequels and they went with prequels. Like I said, there's a lot of cool lore that happens before E-Day, leading up to E-Day, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to follow that. You feel bad for Clayton. I don't even know what happened to him. I know at the end of Gears 3, he survives everything, which was, I think, hilarious. He should have been the one Carmine that always survived, period. If he died in 4 or 5, it's so Jover. He should have been like the chosen one. You know? The chosen Carmine. I don't know, man. But his child. Oh, yeah. Gotta keep doing the bit, you know? Gotta keep doing the bit. Clayton's fine, but his child suffers the same fate. The Carmine curse lives on. Listen, it would have been funny. It would have been funny if they were like, okay, yeah, all those Carmines, they died, but Clayton breaks the curse, and every kid he has is like the beast. You know? I don't know. I think a lot of these franchises, they fall back too easily on, like, old gimmicks and like kind of like these old jokes, you know. Let's create new jokes. Let's create some fun new like storylines or something. You know, I think Clayton should have broken the Carmine curse, and it would have been funny. Like I said, every kid that comes after Clayton Carmine, every descendant is now like the biggest badass. You know, and it'd be funny if like each Carmine, you thought they died. Oh my God, his arm got chopped off. Oh my God, he got shot in the head. You know, but he comes back. Each one of them keeps coming back. He's got a metal arm now. He's got a fucking robot arm. This guy has like a titanium skull. You know, they just keep coming back now. That would have been good. Listen, I'm telling you, there are so many ways you can have fun with this stuff and not have to lean on the old stuff so hard. You know, but that's what I mean by playing it safe. I don't want Gears E-Day to play it safe. I don't want them to have to lean on stuff that they've already done in Gears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Judgment. You know, like I want some new laughs. I want some new ideas. You know, I want some like fresh stuff. And I know it's going to be a prequel, but prove to your fans that you still got what it takes to write good storylines and write good characters. Because that's what was cool about, you know, Gears 1 through 3 is each entry they had great writing. Each entry they had some really cool characters. You know, so it was like a genuine interest to see that story progress. Nowadays, like I just don't give a shit about anybody. I don't give a shit if Dell lives. I don't give a shit if Marcus's son. I don't even care if Marcus lives at this point. He's useless. E-Day is William Carmine. Oh shit, he's gonna die. He's gonna fucking die. Kill him off. Ah, man. It'll be fun to play. It'll be fun to see what happens. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's kind of how I feel about COD Zombies, you know? Like, for me, what was it? Call of Duty Black Ops 6? Black Ops 6? That was like the last COD Zombies I actually bought into. I bought the game, I played it. E-Day is going to be... It's going to be like that for me. If Gears of War E-Day is not good, it's going to be the last Gears of War game I ever care about. It's going to be the last story I ever care about. Nice, Nix. Coming in with a deep cut meme. I like it. Oh, fuck. That's actually a great segue. Because I need to go take my nap before I cross the Rubicon. And I can't nap anymore. So, it was a good talk though, Ray J. Thanks for hopping in. Nix, I love you, buddy. Thanks for hopping in. Bells, who's, I would assume, no longer here with us. Shout out to Bells. Bad bitch Bells. That should be her new name, bro. That should be her name. General Rom. That's what's interesting is I think there's going to be a few Locust characters that we'll see. It'll be interesting. It will definitely be interesting. I know, Nix. It's unheard of to need a nap, man, but I need my naps, okay? I think I'm good for streaming this week. I think I'm good for streaming for 2 weeks, honestly. I'm so beat right now with streaming. So, you won't catch him tomorrow. But maybe next week. I'll come back. I'll show you all the cool models I've done. Oh, but I'll be with Nix if Nix streams next week. I think he's taking the week off. So next week, if he comes back, you can see me there for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It all depends. But Love you guys. I gotta go. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.